Wakanda Forever, welcome to the Devil Cyborg Podcast, where I finally watched Avengers Infinity War, and I will not spoil it for you. Hope you're happy. Welcome to this week's edition, episode 22. We're getting closer and closer to 25. Jesus Christ, it's been a long series. How has it kept up so long? I mean, I've had a week's hiatus, but how has this gone on for so long? Anyway, this week, the greatest Royal Rumble, a Q&A, and maybe I'll talk about New Japan a bit, I don't know. But anyway, welcome to the Devil Cyborg Podcast, and let's begin. So, what has been happening this week in the world of me? Well, we last left you on a Thursday. Those lovely Thursdays, you gotta love them. Can't really say much happened except when I hit the weekend, because the weekend's always the most fun time of the week, as we all know. And one thing which was really nice is my girlfriend came down for the weekend. Angel, you may know. She came around. It was really nice because I didn't think I'd see her for quite a while, and I was getting a bit lonely and shit like that. It was really nice because she already said like we'll go down to Brighton and get like something to eat. And on the day I suggested, hey, why don't we go and see Avengers as well? Because we have this Odeon in Brighton, which is actually really good. So we booked the tickets on the day and just went, well, actually no, I think we booked it earlier, but we booked them and he was like, no, we did book them on the day, yes, we booked them on the day. And I'm just like, okay, awesome, yeah. Yeah, Avengers was really good. I'd suggest you watch it immediately. Also try and avoid memes. Just avoid the memes. By the time you're out, it might be a dead meme. I don't know. But avoid the memes. We went to Nando's. Cheeky Nando's had chicken thighs. She had a chicken butterfly. All nice. We went to Sprinkles, which is a ice cream place, or gelato place, I guess you'd say, in the UK, which is really nice. And yeah, we were going to go to a bar to get some like cocktails and shit like that, drinks and stuff. But unfortunately, the place which we usually go to was full, so we couldn't go in. Either way, it was a really nice weekend. We visited the bar in my campus, which is closing down next month. Oh boy. And yeah, we had nachos, Coke and vodka. She has Southern Comfort and whiskey. No, Southern Comfort and lemonade. Southern Comfort is a whiskey. Damn it. I always get that wrong. Yeah, anyway. That was really good. And then, yeah, then it was the weekend over. And so far this week, it's been a massive slog, because Friday the 11th is a doomsday, if you will. Friday the 11th of May is a doomsday for me. Maybe for some of you, I don't know. If you're in the same boat as me, Friday 11th might be a scary day for you. It's basically the day when all module coursework is due, the final deadlines at least. And I have four pieces of coursework to go in at the same day, which is ouch. So yeah, it's not great. However, I've already completed one, I'm halfway through another, and I'm nearly halfway through another. The other one hasn't been started yet, but that's because my computer somehow won't run the fucking Java language, so... Well, hey, by the way, it's going well. Technically, when I'm recording this, Wednesday's the recording day, Thursday's the putting out day. Technically, I'm a quarter of the way through. Ooh, I'm a quarter of the way through. Means by success rate, I'm technically ahead of the game. Nice. Okay, cool. Right. I don't know why I'm so pumped up today. I don't know why I'm pumped up, but hey ho. Yeah, that's all that's really happened this weekend, and this week, really. This week in Devil Cyborg's life. But let's kick off with Greatest Royal Rumble, because it happened. I don't really want to review it. It wasn't great. Daniel Bryan had an Iron Man run, the Greatest Royal Rumble. Braun Strowman won by last elimination. Big Cass was in the last two of fucking Royal Rumble. it was a disappointing show. It was extremely disappointing. The only real thing that, literally, the fact that on Squared Circle, the only popular thing from it was the Titus botch and sliding. Like, that 4 times in a row on the top. It kind of shows how shit the show was, really. And that's really why I don't want to cover it. So I'm not going to, actually. Not. Instead, what I'm going to cover is some New Japan. Because I like New Japan. Hey. So there was a really good match between Hiroki Goto and Juice Robinson for the Never Openweight Championship. Hiroki Goto is the current champion and still is. Spoilers ahead, he still is. But it was a really good match, and it was kind of showing how Juice has gone since, like, of course, graduating from the dojo and all that. He's great, and I really think he could be a good mid-card champion soon enough. Yeah, really, the WrestleMania season has really just dropped everything off, and in honesty, again, SmackDown is better than Raw. They switch every year. Oh, the good ones go to SmackDown, the bad ones go to Raw, and all that stuff. Yeah, SmackDown's just getting better, Raw's getting worse. It is what it is, you know? It is what it is. There isn't really much to say about wrestling. Boys and girls, I think we've hit the first episode where Devil has nothing to say about wrestling. Except from what I've already said. I'm actually lost for words and we're only 7 minutes in. Oh, this is going to be a tough fucking episode to put forward. However, you know, we'll skip to something that we've had before. Of course, I'm talking about the music reviews. Of course, as you know, I've been doing album reviews for quite a while now, on 95 Degrees and posting them. However, I'd like to keep you all up to date because I know some of you aren't members of 95 Degrees, so probably haven't listened. But if we have a checkaroonie, and just check. So I'm just gonna check what my last one I probably posted was, but I have no idea at this point. It was last Wednesday I did, yeah. Okay. Right, okay. I see. Okay, cool. So from now, I've at this point, from last podcast to this podcast, I've reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 albums. Oh, boy. Let's get through it. But, you know, I'll cut the albums that I didn't rank so high, just so it kind of takes away the kind of fat from the good shit, you know? The good shit. So, first up, Metallica, the self-titled album by Metallica. See, I thought this was absolutely great. Because beforehand, one of the suggested ones was listen to Mothership by Led Zeppelin. And I didn't really enjoy it. It got a 4 from me. That's why I said to trim the fat, because I don't want to cause any controversy, heyo. But I was scared because I'd already listened to Led Zeppelin and I thought, would Metallica be kind of the same? But for all that was, I was genuinely pleased when I hopped out and I was like, hey, that was pretty good. Which is it's always good to see, really. It starts off with Enter Sandman, which is just a really, really good song by it. And it's another song, I think it's literally right after Sad But True. It sounds like boss battle music, and it's just really like... it's just... Metallica, really good. I never even noticed, but it's really good. It was really, really fun to listen to, and it broke my perceptions of kind of like Metallica and stuff like that, because I never thought it'd be like this. But yeah, it really surprised me, and I gave it an 8 off, over the time. I've even given it a re-listen as well, which is something, especially something I reviewed. Giving it a re-listen is something mad. Um, Next up, we'll ignore the Frank Ocean stuff. Beautiful People Will Ruin Your Life by the Wombats. Then February 2018 release. If you've heard of the Wombats, you must be British. They're a British alt rock indie band, I guess, who are known for quite a few indie songs you probably would have heard of. But when I saw 2018 release, I was like, are they still as good as they were back in the day? You know, boy was I wrong. It was absolutely amazing, I have to say. It was really enjoyable, and the songs really sounded great. Really, I didn't get any emotional attachment, but it was really good to just jam out to and work to. It was just really nice. I enjoyed it really, and I gave it an 8 for that as well. Um, um, I got suggested "Remain in Light" by Talking Heads. This is one that started off quite poor because it rarely ever happens where I start an album and it starts off poor. Like normally with an album you start off big and then it kind of just at the end. This one kind of went, hey, I don't really know what you're doing here. But it just started getting better as it come through, and even in the outtakes in the deluxe edition, even those were great. So it was very odd to see an album start off weird and then actually get better. Um, and one of the songs, Once in a Lifetime, is always great to jam out to. And I gave that a 7 just because at the start it was kind of put me off a bit, but all good all in all. I got suggested a legendary song of all time, Hybrid Theory. Did I say legendary song? Legendary album, Hybrid Theory by Linkin Park. It's a good album. It is a good album, I have to say. Of course, it starts off with Paper Cut. It's got bangers in Crawling and In the End. And it's just a really good catalogue of songs. All of them I felt comfortable listening to, really, even though it's very crawling in my skin. Kind of like that, you know. If you can understand what I mean by that, you probably don't. Some of the screaming was a bit for me. But it was a really good album, and just added a bit more to whatever I was doing because I think I was working at the time, so having that on the background is really good. And I gave that an 8. This is one suggested by my girlfriend, which is fun. Apricot Princess by Rex Orange County. This album has one non-explicit song, so do not play this near your children. It got me bopping. Not many albums get me bopping, but this one got me bopping. Dancing my seat, up and down, all that stuff. It was really enjoyable. It was easy to listen to, which is something I really like in an album, especially because I'm working a lot of the time. So having an album which I can just listen to, really nice. It's really great to be near. Some of the beats were just like some of the songs. Just I was like tapping away, like acting like I was drumming. Literally the beat. I was caught on the beat. And it was a marvelous recommendation from my girlfriend. Like, I'm trying to remember if she has because all she had recommended beforehand were other songs, other albums that I had heard. But for her to recommend something like this, it was really, really good. We're gonna ignore "Trapped in the Closet" by R. Kelly because, oh boy, that was shit. This one is a legendary one, and I will recommend it. I may have mentioned this on the podcast before if I ever mentioned music before. In Tongues by Joji, the deluxe edition, if you will. I just fucking love re-listening to it over and over. It is worth it. It's emotionally rooted. It's just a unique sound. It's so enjoyable to listen to. It's such a chill vibe, and makes you feel like you're in a bar. Okay, this sounds weird now. Makes you feel like you're just floating in a bathtub, kind of at peace. Even the deluxe edition with the 2 extra songs, because normally when you have the deluxe edition, the 2 extra songs or extra songs and all that, they're not really as good as the stuff on the album. but somehow they are as good, and it's very, very odd to see. And even though it's an EP and it's quite short, it's still perfect. It's a classic example of quality over quantity. And it's so great that it got my first 10 out of 10. So I would recommend wholeheartedly, please listen to it. Next up is How Big, How Blue, How Beautiful by Florence and the Machine. Their 2015 release, if you will. So I had heard some of the songs, like you hear some of the singles, and I think my dad used to play this at the dinner table because he used to play songs at the dinner table. It was all nice. Yeah. It was a nice album, easy to listen to again. Right amount of emphasis and oomph that you need from an album as well. The lyrics were really nice. Florence is a great lyrical master, and all the songs were ones I would re-listen to. It wasn't anything emotionally grabbing, but I would re-listen to it again, and that's why it got a 8 out of 10. And finally, the most recent one I did, literally today, or yesterday for you, at 3:16 p.m. I was doing 3:16. Oh, damn it, I wasn't going to do any wrestling, damn it. It's Adventure by Mountion. Now, this is electronic music, so if you're not into electronic music, I still suggest you listen to this. So it was suggested by my friend Nath, who is a very big electronic music fan. It's like Monster Cat and all that stuff. And he recommended me a Grabbits album last time, and I was like, okay, I got an 8. Maybe this is good as well, because I don't really respect his picks most of the time. I'm happy he doesn't listen to the podcast often. Actually, no, I'm actually sad about that. I need the views. Oh well. But it was better than the Grabbits album. It features some songs you may have heard of before. Finale, You're on Imperium. You're not going to know them by the name, but you're going to know them when you listen to them. And it has a song featuring the lead singer of Bastille, Dan Smith, which is called La Lune, which is the moon in French, I believe. I don't know, I hated French. I also hated Spanish. And after A-levels, I kind of hated German. I just hate... Oh no, I can't call myself a xenophobe. It's a great electronic music album. Let's get away from that point, shall we? It's a great electronic music album, and I found myself dancing along quite often to it, so I gave it a 9 out of 10. And that is all the music reviews I've done so far this week. Woohoo! And currently on the queue, I have 2 left on the queue. AM by Arctic Monkeys and What by Bo Burnham, so hopefully those go quite well. I'm going to kick into the questions now. I think we're doing very, very slow for time, so probably going to have to make a segment up on the spot, shall we? Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Lovely. So, the first question I had received is, do you think... I know this is going to wrestling, but I can't help it, it's questions. Do you think Matt and Bray will get Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel involved in the Woken universe, or are they just going to float around as a joke team? I think that they're going to float around as a joke team. I think at the moment a tandem is best for Matt and Bray. They don't really need any followers, or else what are Bo and Curtis going to do with a tag team, really? Tag team. Maybe they'll feud, I don't know. Maybe they'll have a few matches. I don't see Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel getting involved, unless one of them gets a push. But at the point, I think it's around as a joke team. I got a question from the Marvelous Nath. What film would you like to see The Rock and John Cena have the starring roles in? This is a difficult one, because it has to be like one. I don't know. It's a very, very difficult one. Maybe Daddy's Home, because you've got John Cena in like the first one. What if it's like John Cena being like The Rock being like the nice dad and all that stuff, and then John Cena comes around and it's like, yeah, I'm tough. And just like The Rock, just like, hey, what? All that stuff. Yeah, why not? The Rock and John Cena in Daddy's Home. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Lovely. Oh, Jesus. Episode 22 and still run out of ideas. I'm holding a thumbs up because it's true. Will you be buying one of those Titus World Slide t-shirts? No. It's not that I don't respect t-shirt. It's a good t-shirt. It's fun. It's that I have no money due to being a student. I probably wouldn't even buy it if I did have the money, because it's not really something I can wear outside in public, and I like my wrestling shirts to be worn outside in public. That being said, I have Breezango ones, so yeah. Eh. Um, I would no, I wouldn't get a Titus World Slide t-shirt. You can get it if you want, it's there, but I wouldn't. And would you rather live in a zombie apocalypse like in The Walking Dead? Dead. Um, would you rather live in a zombie apocalypse like in The Walking Dead, or a Fallout apocalypse where there's nuclear radiation all over the place? You see, I've played Telltale's The Walking Dead, and I've played Fallout 4. I'd I'd rather live in a Fallout apocalypse, in honesty, because in a zombie apocalypse, there's betrayal, emotions, and death. In Fallout, you get to shoot nukes out of a rocket launcher. That's pretty sick. Um, um, yeah, like, sure, zombie apocalypse is great, but you probably die and then get turned into a zombie, which is not great at all, is it? It's just not great. Um, like, why would you really? Why would you? Um, yeah. I'd probably have to go for the Fallout one, really. Don't know why, but why not? I just noticed that's all my questions, and I still have 8 contracted minutes left of my podcast. Isn't that great? Well, hey, so I guess, steaming as we always do this. Um, oh shit! I forgot to tell you something on my personal thing. I don't know if I started it. I don't know if I mentioned it last time. Or if I started it after the last podcast. But I've been heavily binging Doctor Who. In all law, that is British. Doctor Who is a great show. Um, the bad thing is, I don't know how long I've been doing it. I don't remember when I started. Um, I've binged through season 1 to 4, and now on season 5, where the 11th Doctor debuted. Um, I think it's becoming a problem. Um, either way, it's a good show, and I would recommend you watching Doctor Who, just because it's brilliant. Really, it is brilliant. Um, Jesus, I'm just gonna go out on a limb here. I've just realised how odd it is that, like, I started this doing guests and all that stuff. You remember, you remember. Um, and it feels weird talking, I guess, to a camera. I guess I'm talking to a camera, but sometimes feels like I'm talking to myself. And I don't know. It it doesn't. I don't know. I don't really know. Maybe how I talk to myself is how I communicate normally, or is how my charisma shines through. Um, I don't know. I think getting a guest on for episode 25 might be good. I mean, oh god, right in the exam season. Woohoo, way. Um, um, but either way, I think I'm probably gonna have to get the guests on soon. So watch out for that. That should be coming soon. Guests. I seriously have no idea what to do, and it's come up to 25. It's nearly 25 minutes. Wow, I've burned through everything. Burned through everything. Jesus Christ. Oh, jeez. Oh, go. Right. Know what? We'll do something we like to do quite often, and we'll look at WWE, NXT, and we're gonna do that cheeky checkup. Um, let's see what happens. So, um, they're about to have a singles match between Pete Dunne, and Roderick Strong. I believe this ends in interference by Undisputed Era and Strong wins. You're gonna have to fact check me, I guess. I don't know. Street Profits versus the mighty TM61. I don't actually remember who wins from that. I think the Street Profits win, but I really hope TM61 win because TM61 are incredible. If you don't mind me saying. Kona Reeves returns. I don't. I haven't been following NXT ever since the Dodo Network thing went down. And will Candice LeRae have her head in the game against Bianca Belair? Bianca Belair is just a great wrestler, I've got to say. I know I said, oh my god, it's the first episode about him talking about wrestling, but apparently I've broken that promise, haven't I? I've broken that promise. You know, I'm just gonna ramble through it. Ramble through, you know. If I can shit talk for long enough, then heyo. Heyo. What? So, recently I've been working with the Fantasy Books Discord. That is another Discord that I'm part of, yes. And with another person and also another person for some bit, but it's basically been me and this other person kind of building it together. We've built this this mod pack for the wrestling booking game Total Extreme Warfare 16. And what we've done with it is we've made picture packs for each worker for different like companies and brands. So you've got like Raw. So say you've got, let's go Daniel Bryan. Why not? You've got Daniel Bryan and you've got a picture pack. You can have him on Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live. Just a free agent. You've got him on ECW, the newer ECW, WCW, the newer WCW. You've got him on New Japan Pro Wrestling. You can get him in Chaos, Lozengob Naoles de Japón, Bullet Club, Suzuki Gun, Taguchi Japan. You can get him in Ring of Honor. And I think we're soon... Oh, you can get him on Impact. You can also get him in stables and all that stuff. I don't remember what stables we did. I know there's the Nexus under Punk, Evolution, DX, NWO, Aces and Eights, and the Main Event Mafia. How did I remember all that? That is actually amazing. You've been working on that. We've also done like loading screens, and I found out a really cool way how to make like renders of people look even better. Plus, I'm working with basically, if you ever find them anywhere you are, if you ever find basically they have a Liv Morgan profile picture, thank them for the work because they put in so much work in it. And even though I did quite a bit, they've done so much more than me. So thank them when you can, if you ever see them. Probably not, but hey ho. I feel like pulling a 28-minuter again, really. Yeah, let's pull a 28-minuter, you know. Well, I guess this is where I leave you. It's... So next time I see you, or next time you hear from me, the day after will be my last deadline. So if I seem stressed on my podcast, it's probably because I am. But until then, maybe wrestling will get good again next week. We've got Wrestling Dontaku coming up in the next 2 days, so maybe. Until then, keep cool. Yes.